Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are talking about something a lot of people struggle with but do not always like to admit: overspending. If you have ever looked at your bank account at the end of the month and wondered where your money went, or if you keep telling yourself you will start saving, but it just never seems to happen, this video is for you. The truth is that breaking a spending habit takes more than willpower alone. It takes strategy. So today, we are going through 10 practical strategies you can start using right now to spend less, save more, and finally get out of that cycle that keeps holding you back. The first strategy is to go cash only. Credit cards are incredibly convenient, and that convenience is exactly the problem. When you swipe a card, the money does not feel real in the same way it does when you hand over physical bills. Studies have consistently shown that people spend more when paying with a card than with cash. So try leaving your credit cards at home and relying only on cash or your debit card for everyday purchases. When the cash in your wallet is gone, the spending stops. And that natural limit is something a credit card simply does not give you. The second strategy is to set a long-term goal and keep it front of mind. One of the most effective ways to stop blowing money on small, forgettable purchases is to have something meaningful you are saving toward instead. It could be a vacation, a fully funded emergency fund, paying off a specific debt, or a down payment on a house. Whatever it is, make it concrete and make it visible. Write it down, put a photo somewhere you will see it, or set it as your phone wallpaper. Then, every time you feel tempted to spend money on something non-essential, remind yourself of that goal. Take the money you would have spent and redirect it there instead. Having something to save toward is far more motivating than just trying to spend less in the abstract. The third strategy is to consistently distinguish between needs and wants before you buy anything. This sounds simple, but most people skip this step entirely. Before any purchase, pause and honestly ask yourself, do I need this or do I just want it? If it is a genuine need and it fits within your budget, go ahead. But if it is a want, take a few minutes to think it through. What will this actually do for your life? Will it make a real difference, or will the excitement fade in a week? Is there something else you want more that this money could go toward? Being honest with yourself in that moment before you hand over your money is one of the most powerful habits you can build. Strategy 4 is to always shop with a list. This one is straightforward, but the impact is real. Going into a store without a list is essentially going in without a plan, and when you have no plan, you are at the mercy of whatever catches your eye. Write down exactly what you need before you go, and commit to only buying what is on that list. If something tempts you while you are in the store, do not buy it on the spot. Write it down and add it to your list for next time. A lot of the time, when you revisit that item later, the urge to buy it has already passed. The list creates a small but meaningful barrier between impulse and action. The fifth strategy is to give yourself a weekly spending allowance. Look at your budget and figure out how much you can realistically afford to spend on discretionary items each week. Then withdraw that exact amount in cash at the start of the week. That cash is your spending money. Use it for whatever you want, guilt-free. But when it is gone, it is gone. No exceptions, no supplementing it from your debit account. This approach does two things. It gives you permission to enjoy some spending without anxiety, and it creates a firm boundary that prevents you from overdoing it. A lot of people find this one of the most freeing strategies they try because it removes the constant back and forth debate about whether any given purchase is okay. Strategy 6 is to institute a cooling off period before any significant purchase. If you see something you want, a piece of tech, a clothing item, something for the house, walk away and give yourself at least 24 hours before going back to buy it. What you will find is that for a huge percentage of those items, the excitement wears off within a day, and you realize you did not actually need it that badly. For the things you still genuinely want after that waiting period, you can go ahead and buy with confidence, knowing it was not just an impulse. The cooling off period is one of the simplest and most effective breaks you can put on impulse spending. The seventh strategy is to find a shopping buddy, someone who can serve as your voice of reason when your spending impulses kick in. This could be a friend, a partner, a sibling, anyone whose judgment you trust. The agreement is simple. When you are shopping and you feel the urge to buy something unplanned, you call them first. Or better yet, only go shopping when they can come with you. Having to verbalize a purchase out loud to someone else changes how it feels. It is a lot harder to justify an impulse buy when you have to explain it to someone who knows your financial goals. Strategy 8 is to shop without a cart whenever possible. This one sounds almost too simple to matter, but it works. Shopping carts are designed to encourage you to keep adding things, and the bigger the cart, the more that effect plays out. When you are only buying a few items, grab a basket instead of a cart. When you are holding everything you have picked up, you become much more selective about what makes the cut. Physical weight and arm fatigue are surprisingly effective filters for what you actually need versus what just caught your eye. The ninth strategy is to let someone else do the shopping for you when you really cannot trust yourself to stick to the list. Make out your list in full detail, hand it to someone you trust, and let them go to the store while you stay home. This removes you completely from the environment where impulse spending happens. You cannot add things to the cart that you are not there to see. For people who struggle significantly with in-store temptation, this is a genuinely practical solution rather than just a workaround. And the 10th strategy is to survey your selections before you check out. Before you get in line, stop and look at everything in your cart or basket. Go through it item by item and ask yourself honestly, do I need all of this? Is there anything here that was an impulse grab rather than a planned purchase? Put those things back. Keep editing until you feel genuinely good about what you are buying, not just resigned to it. This final check gives you one last opportunity to course correct before the money leaves your account, and taking even 2 minutes to do it can save you from a purchase you would regret later. So there you have it. 10 strategies for breaking the spending habit. You do not have to implement all of them at once. Pick one or two that feel the most relevant to your situation and start there. Maybe it is going cash only for a month, or setting a specific savings goal, or committing to the 24-hour rule before any big purchase. Small behavioral changes applied consistently are what break spending patterns for good. Thanks for watching. Drop a like if this was useful, and let me know in the comments which of these strategies you are going to try first. See you in the next one.